This past weekend, we lost not only an incredible actor, but an incredible man. Robbie Coltrane embodied everything great about the character he played and so much more. Robbie was Hagrid. Everything from the look, the voice, the mannerisms, it was all perfect. Of all the characters in the films, Hagrid is the only character that was exactly what I pictured when reading the books, and that's in large part due to Coltrane's performance.
I brought you here 16 years ago when you were no bigger than a bow truckle. Seems only right that I should be the one to take you away now.
Watching the behind the scenes, he was such a great spirit to have on set for both the kids and the adults.
Better than school, isn't it? Excuse me.
Everyone who interacted with him had nothing but nice things to say, which is very clear when looking at all of the Harry Potter actors that posted about him after his passing. I thought it would be nice to make a sort of tribute to the late actor and count down the top 10 Hagrid moments. They'll all be based on the spark that Coltrane brought to the character for each scene. And let me tell you, it was pretty difficult to narrow it down to just 10 because he gave us so many classic moments.
Ain't a soul knows how, except for me and Dumbledore. I shouldn't have told you that. I should not have told you that.
So without further ado, let's reminisce on the special moments Coltrane brought to Harry Potter. Number 10, the birth of Norbert. Robbie nailed every part of this scene. Everything from the noises he made when holding the hot dragon egg, to Hagrid's naivety about the dangers of Norbert, and of course one of the funniest moments in all of the films.
Well, he'll have to be trained up a bit, of course.
Between his hilarious physical acting and his delivery of every single line in the scene, it makes for a top 10 Hagrid moment. Number 9, the most iconic line. Even people who haven't read the books or seen the movies know the most iconic line in the Harry Potter movies, and it was of course delivered by Robbie Coltrane to perfection.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I truly believe that this line gained so much traction because of Robbie's delivery. Everything from the slight smirk, the lean toward Harry, and the eyebrow raise. It's just flawless execution. Number 8, Hagrid hilariously stops himself from being biased. This is a quick moment, but it's honestly one of my favorite Hagrid moments in the films. When Gryffindor wins the House Cup, Hagrid gets so hype, but then catches himself from being too excited and just starts clapping like he doesn't have a favorite. It puts a smile on my face every single time. Number 7, Hagrid's gift to Harry. The moment where Hagrid gives Harry the book filled with pictures of his parents is so touching. They shake hands at first, but Harry says no, and instead goes in for a hug, and Hagrid has to hold back tears.
Go on, I'm with you now.
I also love how he plays it off by trying to be all tough and stern afterwards. This scene is also special because it was actually the first scene Robbie Coltrane ever filmed. This was the first time he brought the character Rubius Hagrid to life. Number 6, the final scene. With the battle finally over, Hagrid and Harry meet each other in the Great Hall and they hug each other just as they had so many times before this. The way the two just stare into each other's eyes without saying another word is so special. Nothing needs to be said, the hug was enough. Also, this is the first time Hagrid really sees Harry after thinking he was dead, and just studying the look on Robbie's face, he was able to make it clear how relieved and happy Hagrid was to see this boy he watched grow up be alive and well. Number 5, Hagrid dresses up. This is just another scene perfectly executed by Coltrane.
What's with the flower? Hagrid, have you combed your hair?
As a matter of fact, I have.
I love how he gets all embarrassed, but at the same time a bit stubborn, like, yeah Harry, I'm trying to impress Maxime. Then when Maxime arrives, the chemistry between the two was so sweet, especially from Hagrid. Number 4, the first scene. We talked about the first scene Robbie ever filmed, but how about the first scene he ever appeared in, which just so happens to be the first scene in the entire series. This moment really shows how sensitive Hagrid is, as he cries having to give up baby Harry.
There, Hagrid. It's not really goodbye after all.
I also love how much of a gentle giant he is. Just look at how carefully he passes Harry to Dumbledore. It set the stage for who he is as a character. This massive man who could be very scary, but is actually one of the most gentle characters in the entire series.
Hagrid, I figured he'd move very, very slowly. So I figure he moves in quite a sort of ginger, rather delicate way for fear of breaking things and hugs people very gently, you know.
Number 3, Hagrid's lowest moment. Going from Hagrid holding Harry as a baby to Hagrid holding Harry as an adult, we have the iconic scene where he carries Harry's supposed dead body. In the book, Hagrid was crying non-stop, but I actually enjoyed Coltrane's take on this much more. Instead of crying, he's just in shock, staring forward in absolute horror. This is some of the best acting from Coltrane throughout all of these films, and that's saying something. It also shows how dynamic he is as an actor when it comes to physical acting. He can do perfect physical acting for both funny and dark moments. Number 2, Hagrid cheers up Hermione. This is one of the sweetest scenes in the entire series. Hagrid takes a crying Hermione's hand, looks her right in the eyes, and makes her smile. I honestly think this was just Robbie Coltrane being Robbie Coltrane. This came from Robbie's heart as much as it did from Hagrid's. Number 1, Hagrid's return. This had to be number 1. After returning from Azkaban, Hagrid thanks Harry and Ron for getting him out, and Harry says the famous line,
There's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid.
Then, as they hug, everyone in the hall claps for them, and Hagrid gets his glorious moment of recognition. With Robbie's passing, this scene means so much more, because yes, it's not Hogwarts without Hagrid, but even more, it's not Hogwarts without Robbie Coltrane. He gave us so many amazing, special, and touching scenes, which nobody but him could have portrayed so flawlessly.
The legacy of the movies is that my children's generation will show them to their children. So you could be watching it in 50 years' time. Easy.
Thank you so much, Robbie Coltrane. You gave us 10 years of magical Hagrid scenes. You are and always will be the gentle giant Rubeus Hagrid. May you rest in peace, but remember, you will always be in the hearts of all Harry Potter fans.
I'll not be here, sadly, but Hagrid will. Yes.